probability is the chance of an event occurring. What is an event? An event is any collection or result of a procedure or experiment. This is what an event is: collection of results of a procedure or experiment. Now, some common notation that we use in probability: we use the letter P to denote probability. We can use the letter A or the letter E to denote a specific event. So we can say that P of A denotes the probability of occurrence of the event A. Some important principles to consider when you study probabilities are: first, that the probability of an event is a fraction or decimal between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. That an impossible event has probability 0, that a certain event has probability 1. Now, if we want to apply the classical approach to probability, it's a requirement that all the simple events are equally likely to occur. If you are doing a probability experiment that have n different simple events, that means the sample space has n events, and the event A can occur in s ways out of the n different ways. The probability that A occur will be calculated as probability of A is equal to the number of ways that A occur, which is S, over the total number of different ways, over the total number of different simple events, which is N. So the probability of A is the probability of S over N. For example, of classical probability, a die with 6 sides is rolled. So what is the probability of rolling a number that is less than 5? Well, you know that the sample space when you roll a 6 sides die is made by these six numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, they said, what is the probability of rolling a number less than 5? There are only 4 numbers that are less than 5 out of these 6 numbers that are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So how many numbers, how many possible outcomes are less than 5? 4 outcomes. What is the total number of outcomes? 6 outcomes, 6 total outcomes, or 6 outcomes in total. So if you divide the number of outcomes that are less than 5, which is 4, by the total number of outcomes, which is 6, you get that the probability of getting less than 5 is 4 over 6, which is 2 over 3. You can also have one example like this. They say a bag contains 2 red marbles, 3 blue marbles, and 7 green marbles. If a marble is randomly selected from the bag, what is the probability that is blue? Then you know that you have 12 marbles, 2 red, 3 blue, 7 green. Your sample space is made by red, red, blue, 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 green, 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 and green. So you have here the 12 possible outcomes. Now, they said, what is the probability that the marble that you select is blue? There are only 3 blue out of the 12 marbles you have in that bag. So you can say that the probability of blue is the number of blue outcomes over the total number of outcomes, which is 3 over 12, and is then equal to 1 over 4. Like that, we can have another similar example with marbles. And then look at this one. They say 2 6-sided dice are rolled, where the probability that the sum of the 2 numbers on the dice will be 4. Well, this is interesting. The sample space is given there. So what this sample space means? For example, this one here, this outcome is the number in the first die is 1, the number in the second die is 1. This outcome shows that the number in this first die is 1, the number in the second die is 2. And like that. So how many of all these 36 outcomes have that the sum of the two numbers on the dice would be 4? Well, we have this one, that is 1 and 3. We have this one, there is 2 and 2. It also gives you 4. And you have this other, that is 3 and 1. No other outcome give you that the sum of the two numbers on the dice will be 4. So of the 36 possible outcomes, the total number of outcomes where the sum is 4 are just 3. So if you want to find the probability of a sum of equal 4, you have that the number of outcomes with sum equal 4 over the total number of outcomes is equal to 3 over 36. So that probability is 1 over 12. That probability is 1 over 12. Now look at this other. They say if a person is randomly selected, find the probability that his or her birthday is in January. In all the years, they have 366 days. So how do you find the probability that his or her birthday is in January? How many days you have in January? 31 days. How many days you have in a regular year? 365 days. So the probability that the birthday of the person is in January is 31 over 365. Look at this other. They say a class consists of 66 female students and 98 male students. If a student is randomly selected, what is the probability that the student is a woman? In this case, the sample space is made up by the total number of students enrolled in the class, which are 66 female and 98 men, which is a total of 164 students. Now, you have to find the probability of women, and you have only 66 women, so you will say that the probability of women is equal to the number of women over the total number of students, which is 66 over 164, which is then 33 over 82. You see, I always simplify my answers. Well, there are more examples here. About classical probability.